It sounds to me like you think it's okay to just take sleeping tablets whenever you want, rather than dealing with your insomnia properly. Now, how would that make you feel if you were working with someone and they told you that? It's probably going to make you feel absolutely worse. It's going to lower your self-esteem. It's going to make you think that this person does not understand me at all. It's going to make you feel guilty. It's going to make you feel that they think that your insomnia is a personal choice and that you want to be taking sleeping tablets, and it's probably one of the worst things you could ever say to someone with insomnia. However, one of the clients that I've been working with recently, that's something that one of their previous CBTi therapists said to them. Luckily, they're no longer working with them anymore for good reason. But this is something that I often run up against, that kind of guilt and shame that is put on people for taking sleeping tablets. So this is something that I really want to try and get rid of in this video. And I'm going to say to you, if you take sleeping tablets for your insomnia, of course you do. You know, when everything you've tried in the past doesn't work, when you're desperate to sleep, when you just want to escape the night, you just want to escape that feeling where you're just lying in bed getting so angry, getting so stressed, when you just want one night where instead of lying there and playing sleep Russian roulette, you actually get that certainty that tonight will be the night that you actually get to sleep. If someone offers you sleeping tablets, of course you're going to grab them with both hands. And this kind of guilt and shame attached to them is just a horrible thing for anyone to be putting on someone with insomnia, because nobody chooses to have insomnia. Nobody chooses to struggle and fight with their sleep like this. And when all you're offered is sleep hygiene and short-term little band-aids, like have your bedroom slightly cooler and eat this kiwi fruit and have this hot bath, and oh look at this, we got this nice little lettuce water that you can drink over here, and someone's actually offering you something that just gives you a break from just one night, then of course, why wouldn't you take it? You know, if you had a runny nose, you'd take an antihistamine to prevent that. If you broke your arm, you'd put it in a cast. So if something is there, I mean, it doesn't even work long term, but it's just something that's there that gives you a little bit of relief, of course you're going to want to take it. And often I think a lot of this shame and guilt can come from a feeling that you're not sleeping by yourself when you take a sleeping tablet. This is completely not true. So how do sleeping tablets work? Well, sleeping tablets, they do not make you sleep. So the only thing that makes you sleep is your sleep drive. So if you've got that drive to sleep and you're not anxious, if you're not hyper aroused, if you don't have that race in mind, if you don't have that activity keeping you awake in your brain, then you're asleep. So essentially what sleeping tablets do is they stop the brain from being able to form the complex thought patterns which lead to that fight or flight stress response. They dampen down the adrenaline, the cortisol, the histamine. They prevent the brain from being active alert, and as long as that natural drive to sleep is there, then you will sleep. So really do think of them as an aid to your sleep rather than a sledgehammer that has made you sleep, because that way when you do sleep after taking them, you kind of then know that it was you that slept all by yourself. That was just a little aid which helped move you along in the right direction. And please, no guilt or shame attached to taking them. And this is a real thing attached to people with insomnia. So people with insomnia, they are 18 times more likely to suffer from anxiety, 9 times more likely to suffer from depression. They limit their life because of their insomnia. So they stop getting stuck into their life because of their insomnia. They often remove and detach themselves from social situations. As happened in my own previous experience with insomnia, I completely stripped everything that I loved from my life and became a shell of the person that I was. And so my self-esteem, my confidence, my self-worth was completely non-existent. And so anything that adds more guilt and shame to your insomnia, which is feeling guilty about doing this, putting a tablet on your tongue, really please let go of that. If that person that has made you feel guilty about having a sleeping tablet had insomnia as bad as you've got it, then trust me, they'll be taking sleeping tablets too. What's better is getting to a place where you're confident enough in your innate ability to sleep, where then you feel you no longer need to take sleeping tablets in order to sleep. You'll get there with the right behavioural and thought pattern changes. But in the meantime, until you've got that confidence back, until you're in that comfortable, happy place where you kind of say to yourself, you know what, I know I can still take sleeping tablets, but I'm in such a good place now, I don't feel I need to. Until you reach that stage, no guilt, no shame, no suffering attached to sleeping tablets. I took them for 20 years, virtually all my clients do too, and if anyone ever treats you like that, walk away, because they're not helping you. They're not there to help you, they're there to essentially tear you down. And sorry that's a bit of a rant, but it really pissed me off about that person that said that, because it really makes my job so much more difficult when I'm dealing with people that treat people like that. Anyway, that's a bit too much going too deep into how I feel about my work sometimes. But anyway, hope this video's been helpful. Sleepze.com. I'll check you on the next video. Bye bye.